Well, hey guys and gals, what's going on? Haven't seen you for 2 whole weeks, and that is a record for me. Anyhow, Mr. Bruce Giroux, how's it going? JT1, how's it going, my friend? Jeff Allen, SMT Mainline, BNSF 1982. How's it going, everybody? How you doing tonight? I'm doing way better than I was over the weekend, that's for sure. Let me move this closer to me so I don't have to stretch so far. There we go. Digger Evans. Digger Evans, how's it going? Ralph Greenwood. Schoolville River Valley, how's it going, my friend? Nice to see you. Sean McGee, nice to see you. NS Nut 2013, how's it going, brother? John Tantillo, Jack, hey, brother. John 2618. Mark Carroll, hey Vinny, what's going on? Papa Dan, what's going on, brother? Robert McEvoy, hey Vinny, what's going on? All right, guys, glad to see a bunch of you are here. Wow, my counter thingy is even working. Holy mackerel! And I didn't even touch it. Wow. William Sullivan, New Ferris Railroad. How's it going, my friend? Nice to see you in here. Yeah, it's probably going to stay stuck at 17 now. Oh, God. Oh, boy, I'll tell you what. This has been one exciting weekend for me, fellas. I'll tell you what. Turn the thumb blue. Yeah, turn it blue. I like to see blue thumbs. Well, I decided that I was going to have my pool emptied out, so today they came and emptied out my pool. It's just crazy the amount of money I got to spend to keep it up and do all the kind of stuff I need to do with it. There's extra water every month, there's extra electricity every month, there's chemicals and people that come in and do it, and it's just like, beside the fact the pool needs to get replastered, and that's not going to happen. I've been talking to people actually to dump it out, chop it up and dump it and fill it in with dirt and all that kind of stuff. But we'll see, because that's going to cost money too. How's it going, Norman Rowe? Nice to see you in here, buddy. So anyhow, I just have it empty right now, so I'm going to decide what to do with it here soon. To fill it in, believe it or not, it costs a good chunk of money. You would not believe it, but it costs anywhere between 8 and 10 grand to get a couple of jackhammers in here, jack up some concrete and fill it up with dirt. Yeah, so that's like a little out of my league right now too. Northern Ohio Railroad action. How's it going, Nora? Oh, by the way, Nora, I got something to tell you. So watch this. Let's see. Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. Congratulations, you just became a moderator on my channel. Gotcha, buddy. Anyhow. So getting back to the pool, I don't think I'm going to keep it. I mean, it's just, to me, and pool guys tell me, it's just a money pit, really is all it is, and I don't want to do it, so we'll see. As soon as I get enough super chats, $10,000 worth of super chats, I'll get the pool filled in. You're welcome, Jake. I've been wanting to do this 2 weeks ago, but you weren't in my last one, and then last week I wasn't here and you filled in for me. By the way, thank you for filling in for me. I did not see the video. I've been just really busy. So anyhow, I appreciate you taking that over for me. 2 thumbs up. Anyhow, let's see what we got here. And I feel kind of bad because I haven't been doing my due diligence for this year. This video capture card, guys, I've been using this now for 3 months. I don't have my other camera hooked up tonight. I don't intend to hook it up because it goes to sleep too quick. As soon as I get enough super chat money, I'm going to get another Canon like I have. But anyhow, you guys need to check this out. It's made in China, like all most electronic components are made in China. They had their smart chip done in Taiwan, and then they imported to China. The final product is manufactured in China. It is sold and distributed through through Amazon. It also has a 1-year warranty. So you guys, I think that was like $80 for this. And like I said, I've been using it for 3 months right now, and it works unbelievably great. So now that I got that out of the way, I felt bad because I haven't done it for 2 weeks, and I promised those people that I would do it. And so I did. Okay, so now we're going to go on to other business. Let's see what we're going to do here. I guess we can start off like we always do with Mr. Luigi. Alright guys, you know, Mr. Luigi says we got to do a couple of shout outs tonight. So we're going to do a couple of shout outs, and we're going to do this man first. Let me see if I can get him lit up first. There you go. Now, I am really surprised that this guy only has 29 subscribers. You guys need to check him out and give him more support because he's got a pretty cool layout going on. He does 3D prints, and right now, the last video I watched of his, he's doing an overall view. And that person I'm talking about tonight is James Tedesco. You guys need to check him out because he's got a pretty cool layout going on. He's waiting for a lot of stuff to so he can finish up what he's doing. You know, get his thing working and all kinds of stuff like that. But anyhow, please guys, give this guy a look-see. James Tedesco. All right, let me see. I thought I saw something here. The Carver, how's it going, my friend? Kelly Bearden, how's it going, my friend? Jackson Pacific Railroad, nice to see you in here. Okay, is Gary Weiss in here? Hello, Papa Dan. I think I said hello to you. Did I miss Gary Weiss? Hey, Roy, how's it going, my friend? My brother, I should say. I haven't seen you or heard from you for a while, man. So, what's the matter? Your phone don't work from Florida or something? Just me, diddles, Vinny. All right. No, I'm here. I think I'm here. I hope so. He'd be frozen. Wonderful. How great. YouTube, wonderful. My first night back and everything is screwed up. Anyhow, all right. Anyhow, we're going to move on to the next guy. Now, the next guy is a young guy. He sounds like he's about maybe 15 or 16 years old. And I think that we should give him a check out because he's just starting in the hobby, and he's got an HO layout that he's working on, and we'll see how that's going to work out. But you guys really need to give him a check. Whoa, hey, what's going on there? All right, that was BNSF 1982, just because. Thank you, sir. I appreciate that. Anyhow, getting back to shout out number 2, just like I said, he's a young kid. He's just getting started. He's doing a review on a locomotive, a Burlington Northern locomotive, no less. So anyhow, who I'm talking about is Quacker Jack. And that's a pretty cool name, I thought. Anyhow, so guys, give him a check out. Right now he's got an HO layout. He's got it on the floor in his basement or living room or whatever it is. And he's showing a review on a Burlington Northern, I believe it was an SD40-2. In Burlington green, Cascade green and black. So you guys need to check him out. Now, I will be doing a special shout out for a featured person, and that's because I have seen this guy do some of his work, and the last video I watched of his, he shows how to make rust for your layout. And this man has been totally true to my channel. He's been here every week, and he is from the UK. I am talking about Mr. Digger Evans. Now, you guys need to check him out. He's got 200 subscribers, and he's my featured channel for tonight. You need to check him out. He's got some good stuff going on his layout. So, with all that being said, go ahead and check him out. Digger Evans. All right, guys. Now, what's been talked about for the past 5 months, 6 months, is finally happening. Everybody's going to be converging in Steamtown, Pennsylvania this weekend. Spice watched Sparky's video this morning. He was about getting ready to leave. And so I hope everybody has a grand old time. And say hello to them, you know, whatever. When they go to the Horseshoe Curve and all that. Yeah, no problem, guys. You know, like I said, I like giving everybody all these. He all still dry. Oh, he probably is still dry. He says sometime tonight he'll be there, so I don't know. Jimmy DIY and Digital, how's it going? Dude, I need to talk to you. I need to get some information out of you. Got to pick your brain a little bit. So, Ralph, can you post my Gmail address, please, so Jenny can get in touch with me? No problem, big guy. I really appreciate it. I know it's the middle of the night for you guys, for you over there, and I don't know. I'm going to mention something. I don't know if it's actually still happening. I have, like I said, I haven't been home for a week. I haven't been feeling well for a week, so we'll see what happens. No, I go first, Roy. Anyhow, Barnabas Junction. I promised him I would do this, and I think it's still going on. I'm not 100% sure, but you might want to check it out. Here's another one of my UK buddies. Thank you, Ralph. Here's another one of my UK buddies, Jason, Barnabas Junction. He's doing a 2,500 sub giveaway. So if you guys haven't checked his channel out, go ahead over there and check his channel out and enter his contest. Subscribe to his channel and enter his contest. And of course, being a Brit, he's modeling British railroads, so that's kind of different than what we do here in the States. But it's all very interesting on there, different kinds of motor power and stuff. So go ahead and give Jason a look-see. Subscribe to his channel so you can enter his contest. Let's see. Thank you, Jimmy. I appreciate that. It took a lot of tweaking to get it there, and I'm still not really myself. I'm not happy with it, but anyhow, we'll see. Corey. Hey, Corey, I got a question for you, buddy. You said you live in San Fernando Valley, correct? Because, yeah, Jimmy, that's right. It's going to get picked clean. My friend, Jeff, that you guys always hear me talk about Jeff A. Maybe not you, not all you guys, but I always talk about my friend Jeff A. He's a real close buddy of mine. We've been friends for 30 years, I think. He lives in California and he lives in Santa Clarita. So that's pretty close to you, Corey, isn't it? Santa Clarita is just over the little hill right there and into San Fernando, right? Tony Redbird is here. How cool is that? Nice to see you in here, buddy. Let's see, I'm going to wait for that answer. I want to see how close he is. So my question is, Corey, if you are that close to my buddy Jeff, and my buddy Jeff is as close to you, would we be able to... Oh, okay, Jason, I'm glad I called it. I promised you I would do it, but I didn't do my live stream last week, so I promised you I would do it tonight, and I did it, so I'm happy I could help you out, buddy. Yeah, not too far, 20 minutes. Okay. So if I came to visit my buddy Jeff in California, can we come to visit you? And vice versa, can you come visit us? There you go. I got that out. I'm sorry, guys. I don't have my teeth in, and I really don't care. Oh, God. Anyhow. As far as my contest goes, I told you guys I was going to have a 3,500 subscriber contest. It's creeping up slowly, and that's okay, I guess. I wish it would go a little bit faster, but it's not. But anyhow, I did a poll as of May 7th. Boxcars got 22% of the vote. Hoppers got 31% of the vote. Tankers got 32% of the vote. Gondolas got 5%. Flats and bulkheads got 10%. So, if and when my contest comes about, most likely the rolling stock that I will be giving away will be an HO tanker or an N-scale tanker. Plus, I will be putting in a gift certificate myself. The two rolling stock pieces are going to be coming from subscribers that are contributing to the contest, and that is Roy Hardwick, Containment 68, and John JT1. They both will be contributing to support my channel for that contest. So you guys, as soon as you can, let's get it up there. So I'm probably going to do, I'm not going to mention how much I'm going to do on a gift certificate. It'll be more than 25, but less than 100. That's all I can say. Jerry Satarelli, how you going, my friend? Kyle's Chessie Cumberland Division, how's it going? We'll promote your channel, Roy. I think you're getting really close now, aren't you, Roy? Yeah, go ahead and throw it up there. How many people do you need for your contest and your subscribers? Mark, Stu Structure, how's it going, my friend? Nice to see you in here. Vinny, I have a gift for you. Jackson Pacific Railroad. Well, you know, Eric, I'm really sorry about the other day when I didn't text you back. When I get a little further on into my announcements, I'll explain to you what happened. But anyhow, wow, 33, very cool, Roy. All right, listen, everybody. Roy is going to be doing a contest here. He needs 33 more subscribers to reach his goal of 1,000 or 1,005. Which is it, Roy? But once he gets there, he's going to have an awesome contest, guys. I mean, he's giving away $1,000. 33 for the contest, 1,005. Okay, cool. $1,000, guys. 500 to the first place, 300 to the second place, and 200 to the first place. The guys got to go and subscribe to his channel, man. Come on, let's go. Let's get him up there. I could use $500. What about you? DR and RGW, Iron Horse Route. How's it going, my friend? Nice to see you in here. 200, 300, yeah, that's what I said. I'm pretty sure that's what I said anyhow. All right. Now, you guys all know I've been talking for months about this past weekend was my daughter's wedding. Okay, so we were up there on Thursday morning. Well, it was about 11 o'clock or so. And we had to do a lot of the work. Well, the kids, they did everything by themselves with hands from family, you know, not monetary hands, but actual working hands. And you'll see when you guys watch my video, and please watch my video as soon as I post it, because I don't know how long it's going to stay up. I'm using the DJ's music. Even though he paid for it, I think I'm still responsible if it might be a copyright infringement. I'm not going to monetize it, so I might get away with that. But anyhow, what I'd like for you guys to do, as soon as I post that video, watch it. It's long. It's like 49 or 50 minutes long, but it's everything from when we get there until the end of the wedding. Anyhow, you guys all know that I have I guess it's a disease called COPD, which has to do with your lungs. And what I have found out this past weekend, that an altitude of 55 to 5,700 feet is not good for a person with COPD. Each day that I was there, when you watch my video, when you hear me talking in the very beginning, you'll hear my voice is very raspy, because I wasn't getting enough oxygen to push my voice out. Anyhow, on Thursday it was bad. Friday it was a little worse. Saturday it got really bad. Saturday was the day of the wedding. Saturday morning, the day of the wedding, I woke up, couldn't breathe. I couldn't breathe. I mean, it was terrible. It's the first time I ever thought that this was it, you know. You got to bed in some trains or something. Anyhow, all my daughters and my friends that were there, they all called the emergency people, EMTs. They came down, they gave me some oxygen, and I started feeling better with the oxygen. They told me to go to the hospital. So I go to the hospital, 8 o'clock in the morning, and I told them, I said, listen, I don't care whatever has to be done, but I need to be out of this hospital by 2 o'clock today. I need to walk my daughter down the aisle. So they did an x-ray, they did blood draw, they did that and everything, and they came back after the x-ray and said, we got bad news for you. I said, oh crap, you got pneumonia. I said, well, how could I have pneumonia when, first of all, I had my pneumonia shots, and second of all, I was just in the hospital 2 weeks ago and they did an x-ray and didn't find no pneumonia, so I don't think in 2 weeks it could just appear, right? So they decided they were going to do a CT scan. The CT scan comes back that there was no pneumonia. It was just the COPD and the altitude that was bad. So for the rest of the time that was there, I was wearing an oxygen tank with the thing that goes up my nose and all that kind of stuff. They did, however, get me out at 2:30, barely enough time to get back to the lodge where we were staying, jump into my clothes, join the wedding party, and get it done. So anyhow, I hope you guys watched the video. I hope you enjoy watching the video, because I thought it was pretty fun. And like I said, watch it as soon as I post it because I don't know how long it's going to stay up there. So, all of that being done, when I got back to the valley here in Phoenix, which is 4,000 feet less, I am breathing as normal as possible as a person with COPD. Anyhow, yeah, I'll tell you, Digger, I was I was scared, let me tell you, because you know, you're trying, and you can't, there's no air with no oxygen getting. When they got me to the hospital, you know, they put that thing on your finger to measure your oxygen saturation. At one point, it was down to like 80% or whatever, when it's supposed to be a minimum for the person with COPD, a minimum of 89. So yeah, I was lacking a lot of oxygen. My heart was really pounding hard. It was scary, very scary. So anyhow, let's get off of that subject for now. I'm here, I'm alive, and I'm doing my live stream, being with you guys, and that's what makes me happy. So Corey, I probably missed your answer. Can you answer that question one more time? Would we be able to visit you, and would you be able to visit us? Yeah, I am too. And you know, I still need to get in touch with my doctor now and find out if it really is necessary for me to be using oxygen. It did make me feel better, yeah, without a doubt. But I really don't want to walk around with tanks hooked up to my back. You know, I think I'm swimming. Anyhow. Okay, sounds good, Corey. And I'm not sure exactly when it's going to happen. He's still on the road. Like I said, he's a really, really good friend of mine, and he has a travel trailer, and he travels around the United States, going to different spots. He's a big rail fan person. He's got an awesome layout, and I've been trying to push him to do videos on his layout. Well, what am I going to do? Take a video of your train running from one end to the other. I mean, you know, it's beautiful. He does the Pacific Northwest is what he models, and he models the specific era also. He's 1970s, late, I don't remember, it's in the 1970s somewhere. But yeah, so you guys, I'm trying to get him. We'll see. EJ and E, Jeff, how's it going, my friend? Redbird Tony, stick around. I'm going to show how I'm going to start your build tonight. Show the basics of how I get started on somebody's scratching built. Let's see. Can you get lightweight portable? Yeah, they have those ones that make their own. Inogen, I think is the name. And I don't know. So I go through the VA, and whatever they have available is what they'll give me. Now they probably have the high-tech stuff. I'm not sure if they do or not. But like I said, I still need to talk to my doctor. I don't ever plan on going to an altitude of almost 6,000 feet again anyhow, so I don't know if I'll really need it or not. Yeah, I'll let you know, Corey. No problem. Yeah, it'd be pretty cool to see your layout in person. And I did watch your video about your trip to Cajon. It was pretty cool. All right, so we have one more piece of business to do here. And of course, like I always mention to you guys, if it wasn't for you guys, all this equipment that I have and all the stuff that I've been doing for you guys, you know, on my live streams and on my videos would not be possible without you guys. So with that being said, and that's 5107 Chasco. KRP Models, Container Man 68, Union Central Systems. Guys, thank you so much for these contributions. I really, really do appreciate it. And let me see if I can get this out of here. There you go. I'm getting a little better at clicking these buttons, you know. Anyhow, like I said, guys, I really, really, really do appreciate the support you're giving me. And without it, none of this, the lights, the camera, the computer, everything is all because of you guys. And like I said, I'm putting my super chat money in the bank, waiting to get another $200 or $300 so I could buy another camera like the one I got, maybe one step above it too. But we'll see how that goes. All right, so I'm just hoping I hear from some of the guys. Oh, whoa. Thank you, Roy. I don't need, no, the hospital will give me an oxygen tank, but I don't want one of them big monster things, you know, that's on wheels and stuff. That make me look like a freaking old man. Oh, God. All right, anyhow, I got to move some stuff around here so I can get ready to do a little presentation on. I'm not going to do any of the graphics or anything like that tonight. I just don't feel like it. All right, you guys know basically the tools that we're going to use, but I will always refresh you on the tools that we will be using for projects that I do. So, with that being said, we're going to start off with the old simple hobby knife. And this hobby knife, the blade, even though it looks good, has done its purpose with Gary Weiss's build. Now, I asked earlier, did anyone see Gary Weiss in here tonight? Go see the gang. I don't know, dude. That's up there too. So I don't know. Thanks. I know I can hear my voice. It's kind of raspy, right? So anyhow, we're going to take the blade out. And we're going to go into my new blades here. Uh-oh. Oh, man. What happened? This computer does all kinds of weird stuff by itself, I tell you. So anyhow, we're going to go ahead and put this guy in here. And we'll lock him down. All right, so knife, couple triangles, mechanical pencil, eraser stick, Sharpie. This is an ultra fine point Sharpie, and I don't usually use a Sharpie to draw because in case I got to erase, I can't do it. But I did it tonight just because I want to make you guys be able to see what I did. Caliper, and then several different types of measuring devices. Let's see. All right. So now that we got the tools down, the only other tools you're going to need is this, and these. And then you'll be set to do a scratch build. Now, Tony's build, he gave me a picture of what he wanted. Except that the way they show it in the picture, it would be too wide for me to do it for his layout, because he told me how much room he's got to put a building there. What he wants, check out engine, not much bigger than a woman's purse. Yeah, I see the commercial on that, James. And James, were you here when I did a shout out for you earlier? You'll have to watch the video from the beginning. But I usually do my shout outs at the beginning of my show. Yeah. So because of the room constraints that I had to do the same shape of the building, but make the entrances a little bit different. And now, I don't know if you guys are going to be able to see this. This is the one that I drew out in pencil. Oh yeah, you can see that. But you see I have all the sizes here, all the measurements. So what I'm going to do tonight is I'm going to show you how I get to this point right here. Oops, this thing is backwards. And as you can see, right here, up in the top, right here, I already started to get the basics done. So, like I said, this was the entrance to the one that he showed me. The entrance was this way. We're going to make the entrance come in this way from the front, or I'm calling it the front. Anyhow, so let me get this situated. I got to move some stuff around now. Move the computer back a little bit, and then we'll move this down a little bit. There we go. All right, so basically you start out with your basic measurements. Now my basic measurements is the length of the building and the height of the first floor. We're going to call this a two-story building because there is a building that's on top of it. Anyhow, Tony, I need you to do me a favor. I need for you to put a locomotive on your unit track and measure to the top of the locomotive and let me know in millimeters how tall that is. I am thinking that it's like 40 millimeters because you're using the unit track and it has the stuff, the roadbed already hooked up to it. Anyhow, so with that being said, the building, the first floor building of this building is going to be 2.5 inches. And so I have 2.5 inches there, 2.5 inches there, and 11 3/4 inches here. So Tony, your building is going to be 11 3/4 inches long by 6 inches wide. So once I get this configuration done, now I need to find the middle. And so at the middle, I will flip this over and go with the millimeters because it's easier to read. And we got 153 millimeters to the center line. Now the reason why I drew the center line is because we're going to have some peak roofs coming off of it, and I need a starting point for those roofs. Now, this part of the building is what we're going to do next. So I already have it marked off here of how wide it needs to be, and I believe that was 6 inches or 5 inches. Yeah, 5 inches. So I centered it at 2.5 inches and mark off 1 to 2.5 and 2.5 to 5. So that gives me my walls perfect. Now these walls are going to be 1.5 inches tall. So we're going to put it. And if you have to, guys, get right on top of your project so you can see what's going on. Pencil. I use a square or a triangle as much as I possibly can, guys, to try and keep everything as square as possible. And also, I forgot to mention that this sheet of plastic I'm using is one of the products that Evergreen sells, and it is a 12 by 24 inch sheet of plastic. It's not straight. And the reason why I buy this is because I can get an N-scale building on one sheet of plastic. So that's usually why I do it that way. All right, now we're going to go ahead and do this across the top here. The more accurate you can be with your measurements and your lines, the better your project will come out, guys. So you just always need to take it easy. All right, so we're going to do this guy here. Now, there's going to be a peak here and a peak here. So, and I don't know if it's a 30 degree or I don't get that crazy on measuring it. But anyhow, we're going to take a measurement on this side here, and this is looks like a little bit more than 3/8, and it's just about a 1/2 inch. So we're going to mark off a 1/2 inch here, and like I said, if you need to, get right on top of it so you can get your measurements 100%. And we're going to give a little tick mark here, and we're going to do the same thing on this side. And now all we need to do is take that tick mark and go to the corner of the building here. And then we're going to do the same thing on this side. Now this building is going to be like building it twice. And the reason why I say that is because after I get done cutting all of these structures out and getting all the windows cut out, this is going to get a brick veneer over the plastic. It's a plastic product. And so now we have my two roofs here. Now the reason why I bumped this up here, because there is going to be an overhead crane in here that's going to go the width of the building back and forth. And just two more lines to draw. And we're going to go from the very top to the edge of this wall right here. And then on this side the same thing. And there you go. So now this piece and this piece are identical. Let me catch up on the chat a little bit and see what's going on. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, you can do that too, Roy. I'm sure somebody will. Teddy Bear 11, how's it going, Stu? Nice to see you in here. Lone Wolf 777, how's it going, my friend? Nice to see you in here. Speaking of cranes, I need one of those crane heads. Well, I think you know who to see about that. John Tanzola is the one who did it for me. Hastings BNSF, Anthony, how's it going, my friend? Just landed in Chicago for an hour layover before heading to Pennsylvania. Well, at least you got an hour layover at the right exact time. All right. That's funny. That's cool, man. Max's Hobby Production Hyping. Well, you missed part of it, but I'm showing you guys how I establish building my scratch builds from the drawing on out. Now, if Tony would get back to me on that measurement that I asked him for, and then I could go and continue on. Anyhow, I am going to make 3 doors in the front and 1 door in the back, because he wants a drive-through, so he's going to get a drive-through in this build, and it'll be the one that's furthest away from the aisle on this table. So anyhow, I'm making the doors 15 feet wide, and I think that's a good number. 15 feet wide by 20 feet tall, and those are end scale measurements. So I usually start with the middle door, and I get its measurements first. I'll center the building. So if the building is just about 80 feet, so I will go to 40 feet and get the center, which is right here, and then I'll measure out 7.5 feet from both sides. Yeah, there you go. So what I'll do is I'll draw my height line across the entire building right here, and then just bring up my uprights to it, and that makes it usually at least the heights will all be the same. So now I have this one square right here, and it's got this ledge on it, which is cool because it catches up on the plastic like that, so it makes it really square. Anyhow, we're going to go ahead and do this guy. And so now I have 3 door openings. So what I'll do now is I will go ahead and darken these up. And erase all the unnecessary lines. Now, in case you're wondering why there's a double line here, when I cut my pieces out, I like to leave a little space in between, so I don't have to worry about the blade, the width of the blade. So this is the back wall, this is the front wall, side wall, and then up here, these two right here will be for these, for this right here. So with that being said, I am just going to go ahead and start cutting some of these pieces out. I'll cut all the smaller pieces out. I'll leave the bigger pieces for later on. But anyhow, again, we got a new blade in here, and I like using my little metal thingamahoozits. Now your cuts, the more accurate you can get your cuts, the better your build will come out. So I'm going to go ahead and cut these two pieces out at the same time, and I need to trim a little bit off the edge here because it wasn't square. Now usually I will do a bend and snap. Let's see if it'll work on this. That's all you need to do. You get it scored enough, you'll be able to bend it and snap it right off. So now there's a little piece right here on the side I got to trim off because it wasn't square, and then I'll just cut these two and we'll have two walls cut. And Tony, are you getting all excited about this? Let's see. Yeah, I'm sorry about that, Roy. I wish you could have gone. Let's see, but 3 millimeters from the bottom of the unitrack to the top of the 3.3 millimeters? That doesn't sound right. 3.3 millimeters. Tony, that is 3 millimeters right there. Just down here is 3 millimeters. So measure it again, please. I'm pretty sure you're going to find 40 millimeters. Anyhow, so what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to trim this little piece off right here. So my wall is square. There you go. And now we'll cut this up. Hey, what's going on, Norfolk Southern Tier 4? Nice to see you in here, buddy. 25.4 millimeters is about 1 inch. You're correct. But I measured, what I measured here on this locomotive was from the wheels, from the bottom of the wheels up, and what I get to the top of the antenna array is 30 millimeters. So I'm thinking another 10 millimeters for the track. So we'll see if Tony comes back with those numbers. All right, we're going to make one more cut here. We're going to get this guy pretty much done. And then it's just a matter of starting to cut other stuff out, figuring out where my windows are going to be. Now, Tony originally said he didn't want no windows, but you know what? An engine house needs to have windows. So we're going to get windows, and I'll show you the windows that we're going to be using. And since Grant Line went out of business, I think someone else bought them. I'm not 100% sure, but that's what I heard. If they do, because they have more modern type windows and doors and stuff like that. All right, so now we got a front wall and we got a back wall. Now everything you need to remember is when I put this together that this has to go this way. See, so you have that and you turn it around and it'll be that. So now I'll show you how I determine where my windows are going to go. I'm not really too specific on that. We'll just give it a little bit of a, let's see. Maybe we'll go up 5 feet from the ground. Let's measure 5 feet here. And we will measure 5 feet here. This is one of the things that takes the longest to do, is to get all your stuff lined up right, measured right. So this will be the bottom of where the windows will go. And for the downstairs part of this, we'll put the first window center, and then we'll center it along here also. But I'm just going to do this for just quickly, just to show you guys what's going to be. So on the downside floor, we're going to have 3 of those windows. And up here, we're going to have 3 smaller windows. And I have yet to determine what the height's going to be on those, but it will be even with this here. Now I don't know if I'm going to put 3 up here or if I'm just going to put 2. I think 2 would probably be better, straddling the center like that. I think that would be better. And then there'll be 2 more in the front here, 2 more in the front here, 2 on the other side, and 3 like this down here. Also, fire regulations, and I know it sounds silly, but fire regulations say that for building this side, there needs to be escape doors at each corner. So each one of these corners will get a people door as well. Anyhow, I think that's as far as I'm going to go with this tonight. We'll see. Maybe by next week I'll have some more of this cut out. And I know I got the brick detail somewhere. I just need to find it. I bought it on one of my road trips, hoping that Tony wanted to do the job. I bought it before he even gave me any kind of a deposit. Anyhow, as you can see, the 2 pieces that we already cut out are perfectly the same size. And that's why I do it. Now again, when you cut, it's going to leave a ridge on here. So you need to take a file, either an emery board or sandpaper, and just file down all the edges on here so you got perfectly smooth. So when you go to glue it together, it's nice and clean. All right? So I hope you guys enjoyed that little bit of show and tell on how I start a scratch build. I enjoy teaching you guys how to do this. The only problem is I like to see some of you guys produce some models so I could be happy and not wasting my time showing you guys. Anyhow, let's see what we got going on here. Let's see, I missed something here. You see what I have? There you go, Anthony. I appreciate that. I drove the Superdome today. Wow, cool. Very cool, Roy. Let's see. Thank you, Lone Wolf. I appreciate that. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate all the thank yous, guys. Listen, you know, I'm just trying to help you guys. And I'm not gonna lie to you. I mean, when I first started doing this, I was using. Let me get the camera back up here. My ugliness here. There we go. Oops. When I started doing this, I was using for sale signs, and I was, you know, it was really cheap to do these. I mean, this piece of plastic here that I'm using tonight, Evergreen sells it, and it's about $11. And then most hobby shops do not stock it, so they have to order it, so there'll be shipping on top of that. If you go to Home Depot or Lowe's or even Ace Hardware, they have for sale signs that are as big as this piece of plastic, and they're just about as thick, and they're like $3 or $4 cheaper. And that's when I started doing scratch builds on a budget. But some of the stuff that some of my customers are asking for requires special stuff. So I have to go to Evergreen, and I have to buy their either board and batten or metal siding and all that kind of stuff. Now, who is texting me? They know not to text me now. Come on, go away, go away. I want to see the message from Jeff. Now, this is my buddy Jeff. Let's see. Good times at the wedding and at your place. Be nice to be back home. Yeah, I know, Jeff. You're probably on the road. That's probably why you're not watching me tonight. Hastings BNSF N-Scale Modeler. Thank you, sir. Appreciate it, buddy. And like I was saying, Jeff was traveling around. I mentioned earlier on in this live stream, he's been my best friend for quite a long time. And he was actually on a roundabout type of vacation. And he went out of his way to show up at Sholo, Arizona to do the video. He actually was my videographer for the wedding. And after that, he came down to my house and we played a little about my layout, and I took him down to Moba's yard and we saw some action down there. So yeah, he had a good time. So anyhow, what else we got to say here? Let's see, let me bring my computer closer again. Alrighty then. Unitrack on cork, isn't that taller? I would believe that's going to be pretty tall. Tony, please give me, I'm pretty sure I got the measurements correct for that locomotive engine house door, but I would just like to confirm because I don't have any Unitrack, so I don't know the measurement from the ground to the top of the locomotive. So that's why I need you to do that for me, so I can get it right, and you don't have to mess with it once you get it at your house. Let's see, plastic shoes on. Yes, you're right, Bruce. In fact, the very first time when I very first moved to Arizona, I found one of those wholesale plastic places, and it was pretty cheap. I got like huge pieces, like 3 feet by 4 feet. It was like $7, some crazy thing. But then again, it was 13 years ago, so you know. Tech Bill, hello everybody. How's it going there, Tech Bill? Nice to see you here, my friend. You are new. I have not seen you in here before. Welcome, and I hope you had some fun. All right. So, with all of that being said, let's see. Tech Build Ice, do shucks, I haven't taken advantage of some of those plastic wholesalers. They got great price yet. Yeah, and I need to find. But the problem is, all you can do is get the clean styrene. They don't have any that are textured like the metal siding or board and batten or any of that kind of stuff. They don't have that. So if you're going to do a build and you need that kind of stuff, then you need to go to Evergreen or Plastruct. Now Evergreen is way cheaper than Plastruct is. Who is that? Here you go, Kyle. I'm just kind of catching up on some of this. Closet Branch, how's it going? That's nice to see you in here, buddy. All right. Good to know from you, DIY and Digital. All right. Guys, you know you're not supposed to be doing any kind of promotions until the end. Well, I guess it is the end. So I guess you guys can go ahead and start promoting your channels. I just want you to know that I need, I'm at 3375, so I need 125, right, 33, 34, 35, 125 more subscribers so I can do my contest at 3,500. And there'll be some pretty cool gifts. I mean, depending on when it happens, I might even throw in $100. I'm not sure yet, but it'll be more than 25, less than 100 at this point. And 2 pieces of rolling stock, 1 HO and 1 N scale. So 3375, I'm looking to get 3,500, guys. So come on, get me up there, please. Let's see what we got here. You see now, YouTube says I have 45 watching, and my counter says I have 38 watching. Oh, that's cool. That's cool. So anyhow, like I was saying, guys, if you want to watch the wedding video, it's a pretty fun video. I mean, we all had a good time. If you want to watch it, I'll be posting it probably. Borrow Boy. Oh. So subscribe to me. Well, thank you, sir. I appreciate that. Very, very cool. Borrow Boy, I'll have to check your channel out after this video. When this live stream becomes the video, then I can check everybody who I don't know. I can check you guys out. But yeah. So, like I said, watch the video right away. I'm hoping you guys watch the video right away because, like I said, YouTube may tell me to take it down because of copyright or whatever. Now, I understand, I'm not 100% sure of this, but I know he paid for his music, but that doesn't mean I have the right to use it. He has the right to use it. So I'm kind of up in the air about that. Now, some people say go ahead and use it, just don't monetize, and I won't monetize, but I want it to be up there because I want to share what I was involved with this past weekend. All right, guys. Oh, another guy, the motor channel. Very interesting. Well, thank you, sir. I appreciate that. The motor channel, does that mean you do cars and stuff like that? Because I am a retired BMW technician, if that helps you out. All right. All right, guys, you can see a couple of new guys in there. If you haven't seen them before, go through the 3 dots alongside their name. Click on it and you'll be able to go to their channel and check them out. And if you like what you see, go ahead and subscribe to them. I'm sure that's the reason why they're subscribing to us, is so we can subscribe back to them. Let's see. Starting the scratch field project this week. All right, John, Schuylkill River Valley. I hope you video it because I'd like to see how you do it. You know, it'd be interesting. It's called ASCAP or BMI license. Okay, Jimmy, well, you'll have to explain a little bit more about that. So can I use his music or not? I mean, if I cut his music out, I cut his MC out also, because he was doing a lot of the MC stuff, you know, announcing what was going on and blah, 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 blah. I really don't want to lose all that, you know. Thank you, John. I appreciate that. Yeah, it'd be really cool to watch how you do a scratch build. Now, like I said, this scratch build that I'm doing now, oh, very cool, very cool. Thank you very much. I appreciate all these subscribers I'm getting this evening. That's very cool of you guys. Very cool. Drew Dude Model Trains. Very cool. So that just got me 3 more. So that brings it closer, guys. Just get it going. I told you my counter would get stuck. What do I have here? Got 44 on YouTube and 38 on my counter. Well, I was kind of surprised it started to work by itself anyhow. Anyhow, guys, I'm getting kind of hoarse in my throat, and I'm actually surprised that I was able to get through this whole thing without gasping for air. If it's background music, maybe not an issue on a wedding video. Well, it's kind of like dance music, you know, background music. It was a mix of everything, you know. I'm gonna put it up there because I want to share what happened this past weekend. If YouTube don't like it, you know, I got 2 words for them. It ain't happy birthday. I'll take the hit for the copyright. I don't care. If they tell me to take it down, I will. I'll take it down. But we'll see. I've been benched for a while, but still working on engine facility. Very cool. Yeah, you need to do some recording on that, Jeff, because I'm probably going to send mine to you for you to do for me. Sorry, I'm only kidding. Yeah, I am. I'm going to do it. I'm just going to post it. It's ready to go. And then another thing, I can create a CD, but I can't create a DVD, and I don't know what I need to do that. So that's one of the things I need to talk to you, Jimmy, about. And when you email me, I will give you my phone number so we can actually chat. And if you have Skype, that would be even better. But anyhow, we'll get to that. We'll cross that bridge when we get to it. All right, guys. Well, it's a little after 6 o'clock or 9 o'clock your time. Oh, cool. Another subscriber. Well, thank you. I appreciate that, guys. All right, guys. I'm going to talk to you guys later. Let's see if my outro will work. All right. Bye, guys. Have a great weekend and talk to you next week. So long for now.